Hi everyone, Happy New Year to you. I think I speak for everybody when I say that I am so glad that 2020 is in the rearview mirror and we are in 2021. I hope that all of you who are watching this are healthy, happy, and optimistically looking forward to a better year than last year. I also wanted to say that I'm really glad to be back in front of the camera. It's been many, many moons, it feels like, and I have lots of exciting, maybe even nerdy mortgage information that I want to share with you. I'm going to boil it down though to two things primarily. We're going to talk a little bit on the billion-dollar question that I seem to get asked regularly. Where do I think that long-term interest rates, mortgage rates are going? And then second, and I'll do this in a separate video, but I'll send this to you within a few weeks, just the breakdown of what a decrease in rate of maybe a point can do for your savings and how many years off of your loan term that will eliminate, and how much in thousands, actually all these examples that'll give you tens of thousands of savings that you'll achieve. So we'll talk about that in the next video, but for now, let's talk about the direction of rates. So rates are going to be, it's going to be an interesting year in rates because we're going to see what I believe is going to be a slow rise in rates this year. And it's primarily going to be brought on by one major factor and then a second factor that could change things fairly quickly with rates. The major factor is inflation. And inflation is the arch enemy of bonds. And a mortgage is a bond. And what happens is as inflation rises, we will see interest rates rise as well. And as we see people not spending, so last year there was a lot of money that was set on the sidelines because there wasn't spending going on, a lot of spending in hotel, travel, restaurants, even rents were kind of kept in check by some government regulation. But we're going to see that change, and some of this money is now going to re-enter those sectors of industry, and we're going to see that things are going to get more expensive. And as they get more expensive, that's bad for bonds. The other thing that we'll see that will tie into this inflation is we're seeing this stimulus money that's going to go out. This is more spending now. Again, a little more pressure on, it's a good thing to have an economy that's robust, but if it grows too quickly, it can be a bad thing. And it can exceed the target inflation number that the government likes to see, which is about 2% right now. But we'll also see that the government is we're going to see more of a deficit. This $2,000 doesn't come from thin air. So we're going to see that deficit is going to add to interest rates going up, more pressure on inflation to push interest rates up. We can get into the details of how that happens, but we won't do that on this video. The last factor, the second factor on this, is the Federal Reserve has been buying mortgage-backed securities, keeping long-term interest rates low, which has allowed a lot of people to have more discretionary money, which will then allow the economy to be stimulated, and that's exactly what's happened. But once we get to the end of that life cycle where the Fed feels like, hey, we're at our target inflation rate, we're going to see them stop or slow down in their mortgage-backed security purchases, and that could be a major game changer. We could see rates rise very, very quickly after that. So I think that we'll see rates stay low through 2021, but there's going to be a slow increase in them, is my forecast for what is going to happen this year. I'll send you some more information in a few weeks on the second video about how it impacts you if we can achieve any kind of savings with a decreased interest rate. But for now, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions on what we've talked about or have scenarios that you'd like me to look over for you, feel free to call me or email me, and we'll be in touch. Thanks so much for watching.